Hey, this is Jackie from My Life Teaching in a Korean University. So, I taught English in South Korean universities for 10 years. So, I'd like to share with you kind of a day in the life of teaching in a South Korean university. So, basically, I would have classes starting around 8 a.m., and then the last class I might have would be like 5 or 6 p.m. So in that day, I would have generally 2 to 3 classes that were 1.5 to say 2 hours long. There were some 3 hour classes which were a bit grueling, but generally it was around 2 hours in length. And then during the week, I would have some office time, some grading, some prep, etc. So generally, I would teach between about 12 and 15 hours a week, and then I would have say like about equal that, say like 10 to 15 hours of prep and grading. So it's a pretty sweet job, about 30 hours a week or even less, once you get some experience doing it. And then you'll spend less time doing prep because you can kind of recycle your lesson plans from year to year. The best thing about a Korean university job is that you have two 16-week semesters, or well, 15 to 16-week semesters, and then the rest is vacation time. So if you do the simple math, 2 times 16 is 32 weeks. That leaves 20 weeks. So those are generally paid vacation times, which is pretty crazy when you consider it. What other job would give you 5 months of paid vacation? Probably nowhere, which is why Korean university jobs are some of the most coveted ESL teaching jobs in the world. All right, so what did I actually teach? The vast majority of native English speakers in Korean universities will teach English conversation classes. So freshman students have to take 1 year of English conversation as mandated by the Korean government. So that would be like two-hour classes or something like that. So the students will be in any major, not just English majors. So you'll teach some great students, mostly in the humanities or like film, that kind of thing, but you'll also teach some very low level students. So think like mechanical engineering or computer science. They have gifts in other things not related to English in most cases. So it could be a bit of a struggle, but it was not an especially difficult job to do. There are also other classes. For example, writing, you might teach English majors, presentations in public speaking, business English, medical English. It kind of just depends on the university if the native English speaker would be teaching that class or a Korean would be teaching that class. The best thing about my job is that I had a ton of freedom. So in most cases, you can choose your own textbook, you can write your own tests, give your own homework assignments. Basically, nobody's looking over your shoulder unless you actually don't come to class or you don't submit your grades, you don't give tests at the appropriate times, that kind of thing. That's kind of a big no-no, but as long as you follow the basic rules, nobody is actually like checking on you that much. So do your best, plan your lessons, show up for class every day, give homework assignments. But besides that, yeah, you have a ton of freedom for how you actually want to conduct your classes. All right, so if you have any questions about teaching in a Korean university, just comment below and I'd be happy to do another video or answer them in the comments below for you. If you would like to get one of these sweet jobs, check out my book on Amazon, How to Get a University Job in South Korea. All right, until next time, bye everybody.